Well, hello, my darlings. I am so glad you are here. Have you ever attempted in preparation for a wedding or any other event, attempted to rent Grecian columns? Well, guess what? I have. And based on the size or the height that you would need, these columns can run you $25 and upwards for rent. Today, I am going to show you how to create one of these Grecian columns for yourself and give you just an example of how you would be able to embellish one of these columns for your event. I do hope you'll stay tuned. For this project, you will need some spray paint, any color of your choosing. You will need a bag of topsoil. I got this bag from the Dollar Tree. You will need 2-gallon Ziploc bags. You will need 4 of these flower pots. You will also need a mirror, whether it be octagonal, square, or round. The choice is entirely up to you. And then you will need some acrylic garlands with a pendant. Of course, you will need your handy dandy tools. And today we're going to be working with our soldering iron. Let's get crafting. So the first thing you're going to do is dispatch your 8-pound bag of topsoil and break it into 2 smaller bags of 4 pounds each. Once you have done that, it is simply a matter of folding those bags over and placing each of those 4-pound bags of topsoil into 2 of your flower pots. And the reason why we're doing this, of course, is to weigh our column down, because what we do not want when we put this piece together is it toppling over if somebody brushes past it, or if you're having an outdoor wedding, the wind blowing it down. Now it's time to start to build up our column, and to do this we are going to pair one with soil and one without and set one set to the side. Now what we're going to do here is we are going to actually start our column with our first flower pot facing down, and what this is going to do is give us a greater surface area for our center of gravity. And now that it is time to build this up, we are going to go in with a foundation of our E6000 glue, and as you can see here, I'm going in with dots, and in those empty spaces what I'm going to continue to do is lay a foundation of hot glue in those empty spaces. And what this combination of glue does is the E6000 will give us our forever adhesion, while that hot glue is going to give us our right now adhesion, and we will continue or will be able to continue working. And once we have placed that foundation of glue down, it is simply a matter of lining up those flower pots, applying some pressure, and leaving those 2 flower pots to dry for, I would say, maybe about 3 to 5 minutes before you continue to build up. And once those 2 have set, it is simply a matter of going in with your E6000 and your hot glue and repeating the process. So now here we have our column that we created using flower pots, and what we are going to do now is create the holes that we are going to need to place our acrylic garlands when we are ready to embellish our column. And all I'm doing is placing 2 holes on each side of the top lip of my column. And of course, if you would like to place more holes, that is entirely up to you. But once I've placed my 2 holes, I will continue to do the 2 in front that's facing the camera, only because I don't want to turn my back to you. But once you're finished placing those holes, it is simply going to be a matter of taking this piece outside and spray painting it the color of your choice. So here we have our column that has been spray painted, and now it is time to embellish. And what we're going to do to cover up those unfinished pieces where we glued those pots together is we're going to take some ribbon and we are going to cover those seams. Now I have here a piece of burlap ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby that has a piece of white lace overlapping it. And the reason why I did not want to cut that ribbon in half to get the width that I wanted is I did not want to interfere with that lace. And so in order to not interfere with the lace, I just decided to fold that ribbon over in half, which gives the ribbon a thicker, more luxurious feel and look to it. And now all I'm doing here is I'm taking my hot glue and I'm placing some hot glue inside the seams so that that burlap ribbon will have something to hold on to. While now I have got it wrapped around, it is simply going to be a matter of using my hot glue as well to close that ribbon in the back by gluing it to the flower pot, as well as gluing the ribbon also to itself. And once I have done that, I will repeat the same process for that bottom section. Now for the middle of this column, I'm simply taking some tulle. This tulle was roughly about 13 feet long that I halved and then I quadrupled, and I am simply going to wrap this around and tie it in the back by making a knot. Once I have made my knot in that tulle, I am going to fluff it, and then I'm going to take my scissors and cut what was once the loops of where I folded that tulle over and over itself, so that now it's fluffing in the back. And of course I will fix the piece that is hanging down there, and then I will be back to tell you what's next. So here we have our Grecian column that has been partially embellished, and as you can see, I went ahead in with some diamond wrap and overlaid it onto my burlap ribbon. Now the last thing that we have left to do is take our strands of acrylic garland and place them into the holes we created earlier. And to do that is simply going to be a matter of opening those clips, threading them through the hole we created, and looping those clips until you hear it snap shut around the lip of the flower pot. Now just for logistics sake, I created 4 of my acrylic gems, one length and the other 4 in another length. So 4 of them are 13 gems long with the pendant, and then the other 4 are 11 gems long with the pendant. And what this is going to do is just help to draw your eye down on this piece so that you will be able to see all of the beauty in it. And so finally, it is just a matter of taking your ribbon, placing it on top, and then, my loves, the sky is the limit. It will be entirely up to you what you would like to place on your columns. Well, here you have it, my darlings, our Grecian column that we created using flower pots. Isn't she beautiful? Now, I placed this outside so you would be able to see as the season is changing and spring is currently upon us, just how beautiful this piece would look outside in a garden wedding or a backyard wedding or at any event space. space that features outdoor space. My darlings, I think we would have to say that we have nailed another project yet once again. I mean, if you have to think about the cost of this project, you're looking at $4 for your foundation, of course a can of spray paint, any color of your choosing, and whatever embellishments or topper you would like to use on your column. The sky for this project, my darlings, is really and truly the limit. And so, if you have found any value in this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as leave me a comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Tell me, what is your favorite part of this project, and where would you see yourself using it? I look forward to reading your post. And so, to my Danny's darlings, I just would like to say to you, as usual and as always, thank you so very much for your comments, your questions, your encouragement, your love, your feedback. Please know that I appreciate every single one of you. Your love is not wasted. And to you, my darlings, who have visited or somehow found your way to our channel today, if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, we would like to encourage you to join our ever-growing community as we craft with and learn from each other on a weekly basis. Now, before I sign off, I would just like to leave you with a motto to our channel, which is this: why buy when you can DIY? My darlings, my loves, it has been a pleasure being here with you guys today. And until the next time I see you, please, please, please take care of yourselves for me. Know that I love you all. Bye now.